Hey guys, I'm so excited finally to share the Annual Budget Planner 2023 with you. Today we're just going to do a walkthrough of how everything works once you've purchased it, and then you can hopefully use it without any problems yourself. So once you purchase the planner, you'll receive an email with a PDF file which looks like this. Here you can find all the links to the different sheets depending on the currency that you wish to use. So the first page is just a little introduction, and then also it gives you the link if you need to create a Google account. You press here. If you already have a Google account or just have a Gmail, then you have it as well. Then you don't need to go through this step. So we'll just go back. All right, now on the next page, you can see the different currencies. There are a total of 30 different currencies, but you just choose the one that you prefer. We'll just make it easy and start on the left here. It'll ask you to make a copy, and this is just so you have your own version, and then you always have a master document as well you can go back to if you make a mistake or want to start over. So we'll make a copy. And it's a little bit of a big document, so it'll just take a second. All right, perfect. So now I will just do, so this is the same as what yours probably will open up to as well. All right, so when you open yours, it'll probably show this area up here. Feel free to change the name. You can just press if you want to customize it or personalize it a bit. I do recommend that you also then press view, and then you just hide the formula bar and view full screen, just so you have this like nice seamless look. So just two things I would like just to mention at the very beginning is that there are some different cell colors. If the cells are blue, this light blue, then it's because they're a hyperlink and you can just interact with them by pressing on them, and it's how you use to navigate throughout the sheet. If they are this light gray, that means they're filled with formula, so please don't touch these because it will just confuse the sheet, and you'll end up having refs, and you'll have different errors. So just leave them alone. If you accidentally start typing in one, just press Ctrl-Z or press Escape, and it should be fine. So now we're just going to go to the, we'll just start in the home here, press here. So you start off, it'll take you to this home page. The home page is, just an overview. You probably won't use it that much actually in your every day, but it's a nice place to just see how much you're making every month, how much you're saving, and how much you're spending in one place altogether. It actually also just shows an annual view here where it's the sum of the different months. But we'll just start going to our monthly budget for January. So you just go up here and you can see a hyperlink shows, so you just press that. And then now we're in the monthly budget for January. So we'll just start off, it's just empty for now. You can see there's no data that'll be able to fill in these charts, but they'll pop up as soon as we start adding some different things. So I recommend first just, adding your income. That's down here on the left. If you just double click or right click on the payday in this column here, you can choose from this pop-up view. I recommend, or we'll just start by saying that, you were paid on the 2nd of January from our job 1. We'll just say 1,000 just to keep it simple. So now it shows up here in the overview already. You can see that, you have an income for this month of 1,000. Perfect. Now we'll just also add our different subscriptions, bills, or debt. That's down here in the right corner instead. Again, you can just double click or right click, and then you can choose, a date. So we'll say on the 3rd of January, we have to pay rent, and that was $300. You can see it goes red here because it's in the past, and we haven't told it that we have already paid it. But if we have paid it, then you just press here, and it goes green. Perfect. Now, then you can also we'll just say we have something in the future as well. We have streaming. That's 10. And then this is in the future, so therefore it's not a color, but it'll still go green if you said you've paid it. This is also very simple. You probably have some more things to add, but we'll just keep it simple for now. And you can see it's also added, it's summed them and added them here. So if you don't plan on saving anything, then you can see here for the total budget of the month, you have 690. That's just the difference between these two. But let's just assume we're also going to be saving some money this month. So we'll go to the savings in this top left corner here in the navigation pad. So the savings planner has some different functions, but if you're just using it very simple, then you can just start adding, your savings. So we'll just say on the 3rd we saved $100, and then you can see now the total savings is 100. If you do have some savings from 2022 you want to add, you can go over here on your right, and you can just say you started the year with $5,000 in your savings accounts. Then you can see we'll add it up here as well. Now, you've only because you've only added one savings, then it doesn't show much on this over here. But if we do add for also on the 8th, let's say we put in $50, you can see it'll start making this timeline. But also if you end up, saying that you actually need to pull out some money because you accidentally put in too much, or you just decided you need to take some out, you can also just do a minus, and then it will also calculate, whatever you don't, or however you go in and out for the transactions. Now, if you want to, use everything in here, you can also start adding categories. So you can start planning your savings if you want to go on a trip, or if if you're going on a festival or whatever you're saving up for, then you can go over here on the right and you can start adding categories. You can do this by writing, for example, summer vacation. We'll start with that. Then you can see now it's available here, summer vacation. Now you can see that it pops up over here on the right. This is in your planner. And it actually also pops up over here because you've saved something for it now. And you've also, so you can see here you saved $100 for it so far, but you don't know your goal yet. So that's what you can plan over here on the right. So say you want to buy tickets, and that's going to be $300. You're going to buy hotel, that's going to be $300. That means you want to save a total of $500, and you have 100 so far. So we'll just say this is also for summer vacation. And when you're taking money out, you can either just pull it out, or you can say you want to subtract it from something you're saving up for, just so you always know exactly how much you have for which categories. So we'll say you want to pull it out of our summer vacation. Then you can see we'll also do the difference here. Instead of 150, it's 120. Now you can also add a date, just so you know when you want to save this amount by. So we'll say we are going on summer vacation in June, and it will update that as well over here. So if you've purchased your tickets, you can just press here and it will also strike through. Now if you have, for example, a ski trip coming up and it's winter and it's close, let's say that instead this one was for the ski trip, you can see it will also just come up over here automatically and down here. So we'll say we want to save this by, we want to go in January on the 31st, and we want to save, we need tickets, that's going to be 150. We need to get some hotel, 200, 300. And well, you can see now this one actually goes orange. That's because the date is coming up soon. If it were to be on the 17th, yeah, see, it's because it's it's coming soon, then it'll do a different color. But if you say you've saved up the entire amount that you need, say we saved up 450, you can see it'll go green, then you're ready, you're good to go. There we go. All right, so that's basically the savings part. Yep. Now if we go back to the monthly budget, I'm just gonna go home, January. Now you can see that we've saved $120. That gives us a total budget of $570 that we can plan now. So for now we don't have any categories to budget from, but we'll just make those quickly. So if you go to the transactions here, and you can see there's a lot of different lists for every month. I'll just recommend that you actually just hide all these so that the category list is closer. So if you just press on the K or the letter up here, and then you just shift, and then you just use the arrow key to go all the way out. And then when you get to December, then you can just press right click again up here, and then you just press hide. There we go. So the categories are over here on the right. So let's just say, groceries, shopping, dining out, transport, just some things that These are just some examples. If you have more, then of course you just add those. So now if we go back to January, these will be here. So we'll just make a little budget plan now. So for groceries, we want to be spending we'll say we want to spend 150. For shopping, we'll be spending 170. And for dining out, we'll be spending 250. And for, we'll say 200. And then we'll spend $50 in transport. Perfect. Now you can see that over here on the right, the budget versus actual column graph has updated, so you can see your budget. We haven't spent anything yet, so therefore the actual is empty. Also, seeing as we haven't spent anything yet, you won't be able to see your spending habits yet, but as soon as we add them in the transactions, then it'll show up as well. So let's try adding some transactions. I recommend doing this every couple of days, just so it isn't a big piece of work every time. And then also you can just, see how you're doing, and then you can plan a bit better if you want to do that. Again, if you just double click or right click here, then this field comes up. So we'll say on the 3rd, we went food shopping, food shop. I would probably just write the name of the grocery store I went to, but you decide that, of course. And then we'll say that was the groceries. So you can either start typing and then the category will actually come up, or you can, of course, press this here and then the whole list will show. So we'll say we spent $20. Then we went, on the 4th, we went, dining out. We'll just write restaurant, Restaurant, dining out. We spent $30. And then on the 5th, we went shopping, yeah. And then we'll say we spent $25. So now if we go back to January, it will have updated, as you can see here. So now the actual shows next to the budget, and then you can also see the difference. Visually, you can see it over here on the right, where it shows the actual has started to come up. You can see they're a little bit small because you haven't spent that much of your budget yet. And also you can see in this pie chart how your spending habits are. So right now you spent the most on dining out. Yeah, so that is mostly the monthly budget. Also do note that this to-do list is quite useful just because it's always nearby them. Let's say you have a trial period ending on the 25th that you want to remember, and then you also have to call the doctor, something like that. Then you can always just press here. Once you've done it, it'll do a strike through, making it easy to visualize. Yeah, so I'm really excited for you guys to try this out. I hope you enjoy it. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more Google Sheets and Excel content. This one's related to the annual budget planner, but I'll have more also related to just general use. Hey guys, I'm